Okay, a couple things real quick, if you can please look up. Today we are going to be starting our new unit on circles. Today starts the last grading period of the school year. In geometry, a couple things I want to remind you. Number one, you do not have a STAR test in geometry. If you pass your algebra STAR test, you are done with STAR test forever in math.
For real?
Yes, you have nothing else for math as far as STAR goes. If you are a freshman, you do have biology and English 1. My sophomores have English 2 and or biology and English 1 if you haven't passed those. And then juniors or junior year, all you have to take is U.S. history if you've passed all the other ones. And then senior year, you have no STAR test. So get it done the first time so you don't have to do it again. So yes, we have no STAR test. We have 3 units left in geometry. This unit is going to take about 3 weeks. It's a very long unit. We will have our student observer come again one more time and watch us and teach for us. You remember?
No.
Her, the girl?
No.
Yeah. Number 2, we have 3 units left, circles. Then after that, we have 2-dimensional figures, which is like area and perimeter, probably what you thought we were going to learn all about when you got into geometry, but we haven't yet. And then our 3rd unit and the last unit before finals is usually volume, so our 3-dimensional figures. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about vocabulary, and I'm going to show you at the end of class some real-world examples of where you will see this. So if you can please, if you have a highlighter, you can use it. If you don't have a highlighter, I just want you to use your pencil and kind of underline. That'll work. All right, so I had already asked y'all to please fold on the dotted line. And we're going to be talking about circles vocabulary today. So the first word is a circle. What is a circle? It's a circle. It is a set of all points on a plane that are the same distance from, so it's underlined, the same distance from a given point, which we call the center. So if I label this right here A, do you agree that every point on this circle is the same distance from A? Yeah, I could draw a line and all of those lines would be the same. So whenever we're naming a circle, we use a capital letter and use the center. So I would either call this circle A, or sometimes you're going to see this like that, circle A. Both of these are correct. Is a circle a polygon? No, why not? How many sides does a circle have? None. So it's not a polygon. Remember, a polygon has straight lines with 3 or more. Yeah, I remember my dad joke. All right. This next word I'm hoping you know from elementary or middle school, but a radius. What is a radius? It's a straight line that starts at the center, the middle, and it goes to literally anywhere on the circle. There's infinitely many radii I could draw here. So if this is center A, this would be point B. So this radius would be AB. And radius, we use a little r to notate. So anytime I use a little r, I'm talking about a radius. This next word is new. It's a chord, not a chord, a chord. Nope. A chord is a segment whose both endpoints are on the circle. So I could label, we had B right here. I could label B and C and connect them. That is a chord. I could label right here J and V, and that is also a chord. But that chord, so hold on, let's see, J, V, or C and B. What I need you to know about a chord is it does not have arrows. It stops on the circle. So for a chord, there are no arrows for these lines. The special type of chord that you learned in elementary school is a diameter. What is a diameter? It's actually what we already drew. A diameter is a full line, but what's special about it is it goes through the center. So I'm going to underline that right there. It is a chord that passes through the center. It's the longest chord in a circle, and we use the letter D to represent the diameter. Now, what does my diameter equal? What do we know about this? Don't you agree this left side is the radius? What's my right side? The radius. So what is the diameter? The radius times 2. Radius plus radius, or radius times 2. I hope not. An arc. An arc is 2 points on the circle. So I'm going to go back to, let's do BC again. 2 points on the circle, and the continuous unbroken part of the circle between the 2 points. So where a chord, you connect them in a line. We're not going to do that. An arc, you just go around the circle and connect them. So please use your pencil and bold that so you can see that's what you're. So yeah, an arc is not straight.
Not like that.
And so whenever you see how up here we did CB with a line up top, this time we're going to do CB with an arc up top. You have to be careful and make sure you're looking at the notation, because I'm going to put both of these and you have to know which one's an arc and which one's a chord. Flip your paper over when you have all that written down. All right. A minor arc. Before I go into what it is, can you please right here write J and V like we had? I'm going to kind of use the same letters we've been using just so it makes sense. Do you agree, and don't do this, but do you agree that if I were to connect the arc JV, I would have half of a circle? Right? So a minor arc is an arc that is less than half of a circle. Doesn't have to be a quarter, but it could be. So do y'all remember how I had B up here? Yeah. So a minor arc would be BV. BV is a minor arc. This to this, do y'all agree that's less than half a circle? That's a minor arc. Or VB. Yep, you can switch them around. What about JB? Does JB work? Is that less than half a circle? J to B. B is in boy. J to B is also a minor arc. It's less than half a circle. So it works. Either one of those are minor arcs. Whenever we talk about minor arcs, we only use 2 letters. So if y'all can all look up real quick. Do you see how I have B and V? How do I know to go here to here and not B all the way around to V? If I use 2 letters, I want you to go to the shortest distance you can. Okay? Go the shortest way if there's only 2 letters. If there are 3 letters, you're usually going a long distance. So let's do J and V again. Do y'all agree J to V is a semicircle no matter which way you go? Half a circle?
Yes.
But if I put B here, how could I get a major arc? How could I get an arc whose length is more than half a circle? So I need 3 points. So I could do J, V, B, J to V to B. And that, do y'all agree that's bigger than half a circle? So that works. Or you could switch it around, B, V, J. Yeah, you could move them around. What I need you to know, and what's really important, what people always mistake, do you see how I have this arc above? That means you need to be going around the circle. Sometimes people want to go J, V, B. And they want to no, we want to go around the circle with arcs. So we use 3 letters. Okay, major arc is bigger than half a circle, minor arc is less. Can I move on?
Yes.
Circumference. We use a big C for circumference. It is the perimeter of a circle. Does anybody remember the formula for circumference? Circumference is pi diameter. Or, one I use more often than not, is 2 pi r.
I remember that one.
You remember that one? And the circumference is telling me what is the distance around the circle. If I were to take a tape measure, how would I do that? Melanie, you with me writing these down? So circumference is telling me the distance. It is a number, usually. The circumference. It is a distance.
180.
And we're going to spend a whole day learning about circumference and this next word, which is arc length. Arc length, which I believe we call a little s. Arc length is a fraction of the circumference. So it is, how far apart is this point to this point? So arc length is a fraction of that. What I always try to remember is it is like the crust of your pizza. If you were to measure the crust of your pizza or pie. Anybody have pie on Pi Day? No? Pi Day? 314? 3.14? We're always on spring break. If we weren't on spring break, we would be having pie in this class. But every year we're on spring break. We'd have a party.
Can we have a party for
No, it's too late. Okay, next one. A tangent.
St. Patrick?
Tangent and a point of tangency. Y'all look up, please. Have y'all ever heard somebody say, "Oh, I just went off on a tangent"?
Yes.
Have you ever heard me in this class go off on a tangent, not about math?
What?
All the time, right? So what does that mean? That means you kind of just go off outside of what you're supposed to be talking about. So a tangent is a line that intersects a circle at exactly 1 point. So it is like this. That point right there that I just made is called the point of tangency. And you have a line. It's when you're talking about something that has nothing to do with what you're supposed to be. Inside of the circle is what you're supposed to be talking about. You're out here. Whoa, I don't know what just happened. So that is called a tangent line. So let's name this. What letters haven't I used today? I'll use my initials. D and O. So my tangent is DO and it has arrows because it's a line. A tangent has arrows. Write this down, please. I'm going to write POT, point of tangency. My point of tangency, what is the point of tangency? Where does that line hit the circle? Where does the line hit the circle? Yeah, what letter is that? D. So my point of tangency is D. So your point of tangency is a letter. Your tangent is a line with arrows. By the way, a tangent is always outside the circle. Again, please write this down. Your tangent is always outside of your circle. I got 2 more things to go. Then I'm done talking.
Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
Write this down, please.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm wearing green. I know. Where y'all at with the green, guys? Alright, a secant. A secant is a line that intersects the circle at 2 points. 2 points. So, 1, 2. Let's name this. Whoa. J and B. Get the papers at the back here. You can copy this. So y'all look, please. I have J and B. It is a line that goes through. So my secant is JB and it has arrows. Your secant must have arrows. A lot of people get a secant and a chord mixed up. Can y'all look up real quick? What's the difference between this secant and this chord? A chord does what? It stops. It stays inside the circle. Look. It stops right there. Boom. A secant, what does a secant do? It goes through. So this is a line that goes through the circle. It goes through the circle. You must have arrows for a secant. And then last but not least, what's half a circle called? A semicircle. Yep. Half a circle is called a semicircle. Do I have any questions? Again, for point of tangency and secant, please write those down because those were the most missed during first period. Those were the most missed questions on the assignment. You are going to glue this onto page, let's see, I think it is 56. On to page 56. Why does it always say what?
3, 4. Oh wait, no, never mind.
It's the date. So like that one we did on 3/4. This one we did on 3/17. It's that I put the date on all of them.
Oh, that is so cool.
For the other teachers. Yep. All right, you should have glue at your table. If you do not, please let me know and I can throw you some. Joel, Bit, do y'all have any? It's broken? Okay. Please share with the people around you.
I was like, I don't know why it was funny because I didn't even work through. The newbies, like hired people was standing around here.
All right.
Yes, they be doing that.
For the rest of class, hold on, pause. For the rest of class, what you are going to be doing is you are going to go into Schoology. What did you expect? I only talked for 18 minutes. What you're going to do is go into Schoology. We're in the circles unit. You have one assignment. Once you make an A or a B, you are done.
I bet.
Miss, what's an A or a B? What's that?
That you got to figure out.
What's this figuring out mean?
The first letter and the second letter of the alphabet.
Or the sound in there, y'all probably.